This poem is called Blood, and it's in the first-person narrative of a man called Peter Tyrrell, who died in 1967. He set himself alight on Hampstead Heath. He was one of 10 children, and he spent some of his life in Letterfrack with his brothers. It's called Blood. I am a 7-year-old man on a green wet seat in Cricklewood. I am drinking tea from Subway, my stubble is itchy, I am thinking of my mother. I see her face in every young woman that passes me, scolding children, wiping noses, grabbing hands from ends of long, thin arms out through gilet holes, long, wispy hair. I am climbing the tree in the park. I balance the tea paper cup between my teeth, and from up high I know I'll get a better view. Maybe I will find her, and we can play bow and arrows, and she can run up the street in her high heels and red coat and be an Indian chased by a cowboy. I am 7 years old, and I have the hairy sheet over my head, so they'll think I'm dead. I saw a dead boy once. I was polishing the brass and they wheeled him in just like that. I don't know, did he look more like one of them or a ghost? I am 7 years old, walking through the aisles of Iceland, counting my change with my hand in my pocket. I have enough to buy a frozen steak and kidney pie and a small carton of milk. I buy some cider in the off-licence on the corner. I ask the woman behind the counter, is there any chance she might be my mother? She doesn't speak. Maybe she's deaf. My mother was tall with a red coat and a blue hat. We took the bus to Galway, then another to Letterfrack. I could make things there, she said. It was a much better school than the one in Ballinasloe, she said. And she said that the birds stay up all night in Letterfrack, calling out to her brothers and sisters in Boston. That's only over the sea, she said. And when they call back, that'll be them talking to me. She shows me pictures from her tan purse and tells me names. She's told me before, but sure, I never remember. I'm only 7. I haven't even lost my top teeth yet. I say I'm lonely, and what if there's blood when I lose my teeth? She grabs my hand and tells me that the teachers will wrap them in blue tissue paper. She's packed it in my bag, and to put them under the pillow. I never see the blue tissue paper. I never see my mother. I never hear the Letterfrack birds at night time. And if I do, they're screaming like dying crows being killed to scare themselves, being beat under a flour sack in the backyard of a farmer's house. I never see blood from my top teeth. I see blood that runs down the backs of my legs, and the only blue I see is the toilet walls while I rub away this blood. I am 7. I am climbing a tree in Cricklewood. I am rubbing the blood from my thigh. I will build a treehouse up here. I will hammer these branches together and nail each one to another. I can stay in here with the closed-in branches and the view. It can be my treehouse. I hold the cup steady between my teeth as I hammer, trying not to spill a drop. I'll have it for supper, and then I can go to bed and cover my head and feel the rain drip dropping. But it's only water, and I am safe here in my house. No one will hear me, and no one will come, and the branches will hold me tight, me and my tea, but I know I will see my mother from up here. Mea culpa, mea culpa, mea culpa, mea culpa. I know I will see my mother from up here.